Welcome to the weekly roundup on SA Football TV with Tommy Javor
and Wayne Knowles.
And we are ready to rock. In Div 2 we've had 12 rounds and we'll be previewing round 13 momentarily.
Yes.
We thought maybe Smosh West Lakes this week, possibly, but didn't tip them and they didn't win. So I guess it was, as expected, it was Foss, a very accurate Foss. Too good, 16-6-102, Smosh West Lakes 10-7-67, but again Wayne, it was only 2 goals of difference at three-quarter time, so they certainly were in the mix. They were with them all day, the Smoshies.
Yep, Payne would have had them pumped up at three-quarter time, but then it just didn't happen.
Yes. For Foss Camden, a whole host of goal kickers in their 16. Williams kicked 3 and a couple of doubles in Ruwalt and Smith, and then I think it's 8 singles. Ollie Cross, Ramsey and Baird were their better players.
And for the Smosh, Moore and Parham kicked and Brown kicked 2. Moore 3. Sorry, Parham and Brown kicked 2. Harper, Moore and Jay Moore in the best players there at Smosh.
Couple of Moores.
More.
Yes. Moops. The Moops. That was a Seinfeld episode. And there was an absolute thriller at Hunter Park. It went down to the final siren, but Old Iggy's, despite a late run, they kicked the last 2 goals of the game. They went down. St. Peter's 12 goals 3, good kicking.
Inaccurate kicking.
75. Old Iggy's 10-14, 74. They were up by 4 goals at three-quarter time, St. Peter's, so they probably thought they did. Stabbed myself. They probably thought they deserved to win. That's different.
It's quite humorous, really, for me. Yes.
24 scoring shots to 15, you'd expect to get the chocolates though, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, you'd think so, but they'll be certainly ruining the fact that they've let that one slip. So
yes.
Anyway, Old Iggy's Goldman kicked 3, then a heap of singles. Best players was Abbott, Shaw and Murdoch there for Old Iggy's.
For St. Peter's, Franklin kicked 4, Trinorden 2, 6 singles. Lockwood, Hartman and Hill.
Yep.
With better players.
You got Clara?
No, Clara. Mate, I want just a drop. I'll tough it out. Good
to see.
Now, there was a game last week we ummed and ahed. Portland and Sacred Heart. Portland at home, very hard to beat. But at Sacred Heart, it was the big start they got earlier. At quarter time, 5-6 to 1 goal. From that point on, it was Portland actually won 7 goals to 5, but they didn't do enough earlier. I think Lockie Button, they didn't have anyone to go with him, and he got away from early. He kicked 5, Whitelam kicked 2.
Very disappointing still not at the Tigers, Lockie.
Yeah, and he was their best player with Labba and Bosley.
Matthews kicked 3 for Portland and a heap of singles. Perkins, Moody and Wilson were then the best players there at Portland.
We'll jump back onto that one because it's a fair point of discussion, and I'd be an idiot not to probably refer to it as I'm wearing the Tigers top tonight.
You are.
I left the shirt home. He was very injury prone. I don't know if he would have played 3 games last year. I know he played round 1, I reckon it was.
Yep.
But struggled, and he's a big unit.
He is a big unit.
Doesn't get any shorter.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, he's made his mark at Sacred Heart. You would suggest that he's being remunerated at Sacred Heart.
Well, let's hope that maybe we can probably get him back down, as we both tied up with Glenelg Football Club, that we could probably get him back down the Tigers next year.
I would think you would find, and I say this without knowing for 100% certain, that he would be on some form of employment opportunity through Sacred Heart, because they have that whole "we don't pay players." Like, I get sick of hearing that, because there is certain things made, like other clubs. I'm not going to name clubs, have been able to find jobs.
Yes.
But I know where he works. I know it's Sacred Heart's not to come to.
Okay, so let's just cut the crap. Okay, they've got him a job. All right, fair enough.
So it's probably not going to come back anytime soon. And he's playing good footy for him, so good luck to him.
Yep.
And if they get up to Div 1, well, that's probably worth his time and effort, isn't it?
Exactly right.
Yeah. Not that Div 2 isn't. Now the next one is.
Oh, here we go. The man crush. The producer's man crush of all time.
I actually went to this game.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was half time, and the half time score, without being exact, I think it was Gazer 4 goals 8 to Modbury 6 goals 9. Read out the final score.
It was Modbury 12 goals 18, 90 defeated Gazer 4 goals 8, 32.
I don't think Gazer scored in the second half. They might have scored. It could have been 4 goals 6 because I stopped. It was half time. I went no.
Yep.
So I went down to paint them. Yeah. So they've just done nothing in the second half. It was at Clemson-Covey, wasn't it?
Yep.
So they've outscored them 6 goals. Let's say 6 goals 9 or 10 to nothing.
Okay, goal kickers for Modbury, Shaw with 4, Rankin Jr. with 2, and a heap of other singles. Best players were Shaw, Binky and Davey.
For Gazer, just Heinze, the only multiple with 3, and Nichols kicked 1. Greg, Jones and Smith were their better players. Heisey stuck in there too. rightly so. There was only one other game this week, was there? There certainly was. It was between Scotch and Broadview. It was actually quite a good contest in the end, Wayne.
Yes.
You don't know what the score was, though, so I'll tell you. It was Broadview 11, 14, 80. Yep, Scotch 10, 12, 72. What that doesn't tell you, though, that final score that you would have read in the paper, it was at Scotch College, but Broadview actually led by 34 points at three-quarter time. Scotch came with the thunder in the last, but couldn't quite get over it.
Beautiful oval to it, Scotch. I like Scotch oval.
The white picket fence he's parked around.
Yes, I actually made a few runs back in my day on that oval. Yeah,
not the cricket show champ.
Sorry. Two cricket references tonight.
That's all right.
Okay, anyway, Broadview, Kent with 3, Fergus with 3, Bedford with 2, heap of other singles. Best players was White, Hodby and De Prince.
Braden De Prince there, the big ruckman there, so obviously got first used to his on bowlers. 2 penny kick 3 for Scotch. 2 penny kick 3. Oh, or is it Twopney? I used to do that joke every week, so I'm off it. Undies kicked 2. Legenick, I think he's their captain. Is Legenick their captain? You don't know? Yeah, we're saying he's the captain.
Okay.
Anstey and Skeen were their better players for Scotchies. The ladder in Division 2, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't have predicted it exactly.
You wouldn't predict Goody Saints to be on top of Division 2, Tom.
No, you wouldn't. It's tough to pick. We did predict Modbury to be on top, followed by, we didn't think Sacred Heart to be second, but they are. Third, we got St Peter's. And then it's 2 teams in 4th and 5th in Broadview and Old Iggy's who've had points issues along the way.
Yes.
Foss Camden sits 6th on 5 wins, but their percentage is fantastic. A win could see them jump in the 5 at a moment's notice. Same with Scotch. Gazer as well. The whole, because the points, people being penalised, it's just made this ladder really logjam. 4th through to 8th, separated by a game.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like you said, the point situation has created dramas. Yet again, we can have this debate forever and a day about the point system.
Yep.
But the thing is, the fact of it is what it is, and there's 15 points, and if you breach it, well, you're in the shit.
Don't do it.
Yes. Moving on to this week.
Goggins, just very quickly. Bree Price kick 30, Trenorden 32, Button 37, but Philby's leading the way from Scotch on 39. Hi, Trev.
How you going, Trev? Trevor Gregg's just walked
Big shout out to Trevor Gregg, star of Magoo's Corner. Stay tuned or re-click after you watch this, Trevor, Magoo's Corner.
Anyway, moving on to this, moving forward to this game, this week's games, we've got out of Broadview Oval, Broadview versus Sacred Heart Old Collegians.
Yeah, can Broadview find a way to shore up a finals position? They sit 4th, but they drop out if they lose this game.
Sacred Heart for me.
Yeah, Sacred Heart have been too good, too consistent all year, and
well, Caterer Oval, which is St Peter's Old Collegians ground, St Peter's versus Portland.
Yeah, Portland were meant to come good, the producer said, but they sit 9th, St Peter's sit 3rd, so you just tip St Peter's.
Spot for me. Yep. Scotch and Foss Camden up at Scotch College.
Oh, I see you've saved that one for game of the round. I like what you've done there.
You like it? Eh?
Scotch and Foss Camden both sit 5 and 7 and 6 and 7 respectively.
Foss.
This game is huge.
Foss for me. I think Foss have got a little bit more to fight for, just to give themselves that little buffer to make sure they can still have that sniff to stay on the 5, to get to the 5.
If Foss can burn this weekend, they'll control their fate. Foss fate.
Yep, Foss fate.
Foss.
Burns very good. Foss fate.
That was where I was going with that.
You're going good, yeah.
Smoshing Gazer.
Gazer for me. And match of the round.
Yeah, absolutely.
The match of the round this week up at Modbury Sports Reserve is Modbury versus Old Ignatian.
This was our pre-season grand final tip. Yep. Of course, Old Iggy's can't count, so they've dropped from, I don't know, whatever they've dropped. They dropped from. They would have been in 3rd now, but now they've dropped to 5th.
We've got your let's say your hot tip for the year and the producers Man Crush team.
Yep. Well, I didn't see what Modbury did to Gazer last week in the second half, but they smashed them, so I'll take Modbury.
I'm going to go Old Iggy's. I think Old Iggy's...
Gowman and...
Yep. The Roosters boys, I think they're going to turn it on this week. Make a stance and make it all happen. So
beautifully done, Wayne.
All right.
That's been the Div 2 Weekly Roundup. We'll be back next week.
See you guys.